And we're live.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
We live.
What?
Are we live now?
Officially episode 2?
Episode 3.
3.
Oh, snap. I'm in the early days.
One day when I'm feeling really lazy, I'm going to play episode 1.
Episode 1.
So
There's
yeah.
some shit on the episode 1. That's why we ain't released it. It's like the purple tape.
There's some dead air, and now they're all old topics.
So we're going to put the pilot
It's
on.
still
Right?
us.
Make sure you put that pilot up. I'm going to tell you, no, take it from somebody who's stuck in the pre-pilot loop. I'm definitely going to release that one day. It's still sitting on my computer right now. Make sure you release it. If you're listening to this, check in, even if you don't like the podcast, and tell them to release that pilot episode. That's what you should do.
The pilot episode is probably gold.
If this podcast gets 3 likes, we'll release the pilot.
3 likes. All
Oh,
we need
man,
is
that's
3.
3 likes. I could make that happen in my sleep. We're good.
I'm just kidding, y'all.
3.
Yeah, we got a special guest.
Special guest.
Yeah, wait. Are you guys actually going to say the name?
What name are we
You
using?
say your own
I
motherfucking
say my own
name.
name. I'm used to people introducing themselves and we go down the line. Can we do it that way? I feel like I got to get worked up into it, man.
Okay.
All right. I'm the moderator, Tech Supreme.
Charles Barkley.
Come on, man. Is that what we do with Charles Barkley?
That's how he does.
Okay,
Yo, what's
okay.
up? It's Ben. We know they know who we are.
Okay. And I'm a special guest back in the hometown for the holidays. It's your boy Tasty Steve. Hey. That was completely uncalled for. I apologize. I just got excited, okay? I'm trying to make this shit hype. But anyway.
Don't worry, man. We won't edit.
All right.
Yeah, so
we want.
Everybody, we're hella editing.
What's going on, Doc?
yeah, man. I'm just glad to be here, man.
You glad to be
Glad to
here?
be
Damn,
here, bro.
damn, you
Yo,
gonna hit me with
hold
the
up.
award speech?
Hold up, though.
Yo, I'm just
Hold
happy
up.
to be here.
Hey, why we talking?
My mama, she love me.
Your man's got fired.
Who?
Can we talk about that?
Who
Can we
got
talk
fired?
about
Who got fired?
your man's?
Everyone got fired for sexual
Oh, yeah,
misconduct.
everybody got
Everybody's
fired.
in blow
I
up.
want to release an apology if this show get popular and then some girl say I said something crazy to her. I'm so sorry
Oh,
already.
bro, can I do that now, too?
I'm sorry.
Yo, I'm apologizing now. Even though I'm 100% sure that is not going to happen.
I'm gonna take
I don't
political
know.
stance.
Do it
I'm
now.
gonna do the politician shit. I don't remember what she talking about.
I'm-
You gotta prove that shit.
You gotta prove it.
You gotta prove that shit. I ain't misconduct shit.
Pull a Roy
Misconduct.
Moore.
What?
Roy Moore. He lost though. So
He hasn't conceded yet, though.
what does that
He
mean?
means
It ain't over.
he's not
till
giving the
it's
guy
over.
the victory yet. He says there's like 5,000 votes overseas from like armed service people or services people
Oh, there's not.
that they haven't counted yet.
Yeah, that is
So
getting
he's like
down.
holding on hope that
Yeah.
yeah.
So he's hoping the boys over there are
Yeah.
sexist.
That shit crazy. But
pedophiles.
Yeah.
all right. Well, the first topic,
Okay.
and this is a topic that I've had a lot of arguments on social medias on the interwebs about this topic, and I've straight up lost friends. Like I don't fuck with certain people.
What's going on?
It's savage out here.
DC movies.
Oh, let's go.
DC movies.
Oh, I love
DC
this
movies.
conversation.
You thought he was gonna say Louis C.K. or something.
DC movies, dog.
DC movies.
Tag that shit
Should I
twice.
go? You want me to go in?
DC
Go ahead,
movies.
go ahead.
Wait, how
I'll
much
play
time do
defense.
we
I'll
have?
play
We just
defense.
letting it rock?
It's only an hour.
We just got.
Damn it.
It's only
All
an
right.
hour.
We need to make some outtakes,
Personally,
goddamn
they
it.
just don't care about accountability to the previous franchises,
Okay.
and
Oh my God.
it's no continuity to the shit at all.
Fuck out of here, dude.
As a fan, if I walk in
Bullshit.
I'm watching Flash for 2 seasons, and then I go see a whole nother fucking Flash. I don't give a fuck about that Flash
That's
on the
what he
screen.
means. That's what he means.
Okay.
So the movies
There's no
have
continuity
but
to
they're-
the universe. This
All right,
whole
first of all-
multiverse is lazy.
First
It's
of all,
lazy.
I hate doing this, right? Because
It's
when
lazy.
everyone talks about DC movies, what's the first thing they bring up?
Flash show?
Marvel.
Oh, well, nobody said Marvel.
Did I bring up more?
No, I'm just saying when I argue with people.
Okay.
But everything you're saying
Which is
is
better.
true on everyone's comic book movies. Like that's what
Yeah.
I'll say. I'll say that instead of saying Marvel, everything you're saying, every comic book movie franchise has the same issue.
Yeah, usually, except for the MCU, every time a new movie comes out, it had nothing to do with the last one, unless they like plan a trilogy, like the Nolan trilogy.
Yeah.
They just have them all set in the same
Yeah,
world.
previously they all been kind of mediocre too, up until pretty recently. I mean, outside of
Well,
the
Nolan was like
Batman Nolan trilogy,
15 years ago or some shit, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
the Batman Nolan trilogy.
Yeah,
I don't
Okay.
even count that last
You
movie.
see
that's
that?
why. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
It's
Wait, we PG-13, right? I can.
they're
you said
telling a
what it was.
Oh, okay,
story.
let's go.
The name of
Let's
the
run that
podcast
shit.
is the 60-minute shit show.
Oh, well, let's
yeah,
get the
we
fuck in there.
We
All
couldn't,
right.
we couldn't get on
We just going
iTunes
there.
because of the title. so like,
Damn, that's cool.
So we
Somebody
like
gonna
fuck
hear this.
iTunes, right?
yeah, we said fuck iTunes.
Basically, fuck iTunes.
I ain't gonna say that
iTunes.
just yet. I might have something coming about soon. Shout out to maybe possibly one day.
That's real.
Yeah, man.
That's real.
I gotta stand there. I gotta hold it. That's
You gonna
just
hit us
me.
with the Steve Harvey? Huh?
I had
That's
to,
cool.
man. I can't. I ain't gonna just do that. I ain't shoot myself in the dick that early in the game.
So is DC movies bad? Inherently bad?
Inherently,
Yeah, just like
no, they're not inherently bad. I go.
that is popular opinion though.
I think people who say that they're inherently bad are a part of the problem. That is, everybody has a voice now.
Everyone's
That's-
opinion is negative. Nate, you think DC movies are bad? I like
Hold up,
DC
man.
movies.
You like DC
No.
movies?
I'm
what the fuck?
The only movie that I literally hated, and not even hate because I still own it, but was kind of trash, was Suicide Squad. I will admit that's trash.
So Batman vs Superman was a good movie.
I enjoyed it. Let me tell you why.
I didn't ask you. Did you enjoy it?
I liked
said,
it.
well,
Yes,
no,
yes.
No.
It is a good movie.
That's a good
Batman
movie?
vs Superman is a good
It-
fucking movie.
Compared to what?
Compared to
Sharknado.
Okay, so three against one. All right, cool. Let me tell you
I
why.
mean, this happens.
It's
me
not
tell-
against. It's not against. I'm just
love the
saying
first
I
half.
don't. I love
Love
Man
the
of
first
Steel.
half.
I like Wonder Woman, and I thought Justice League was a very average film. It's literally like if I was giving it a grade, it's a 70%. 1 point lower, it'd be like a D. You know, like I want it to be the bare minimum. That's all I'm
C
saying.
minus.
Okay, so let me tell you my logic behind why DC movies aren't bad.
Okay.
One, out of all my life, I was old enough to see Superman 4 as a child.
Oh,
Right?
God.
Do you guys remember Superman 4?
Is that the one with Richard Pryor?
No, that was Superman 2. Superman
okay.
4 was the sun god.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, with
some
the
guy
nails.
with the
and
nails.
stuff.
Nails,
Okay,
bro.
all right.
No, I don't even have any memory of that at all.
What?
There's
You're
no
very
way.
You never
lucky.
seen? You a liar.
When
You never
Superman-
seen?
lying,
Doesn't
dude.
sound like I'm missing anything.
Superman got scratched, got sick, became evil, and had to fight himself in a junkyard.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw that.
Okay, then you... Then,
Bizarro, right?
No.
Not really
What-
Bizarro.
That was
But
before
it wasn't
Bizarro was even
Bizarro,
created.
yeah.
That was the drunk one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was drunk at the bar.
That shit was funny.
So
It was actually hilarious.
I know what a bad Superman movie looks like. Superman Returns.
That's a
He
bad
spun
movie.
It's a
this
bad
shit.
movie.
He spun
Thank
the
you.
earth.
I was about to say, man. Oh,
My
damn.
Wait,
man
what? Wait.
took
Yeah,
the
oh
earth.
yeah, the one that you kind of like with Brandon Routh. He's
What?
trash.
Pushed the earth,
I like that
bro.
movie.
You like Brian Singer's
it's-
Superman?
Yeah.
He
That's
spun the
gross,
earth
dude.
around.
The best thing about that
No,
movie
that's Spider-Man
was
or Superman
Ray
one.
B. Spacey as Lex Luthor. He was
Who
actually
wanted that?
He
I
was,
saw the internet up
Who
in
was it?
arms for years. You fucking
Kevin
idiots.
Spacey?
Why
Kevin
would you say
Spacey.
they want
Ray B.
Kevin
Spacey.
Spacey?
Ray B.
Was
Spacey.
Racy?
There you go.
Hey, yo, man, shout out to the internet for making that happen. You guys made that happen, and then you immediately regretted your decision. Congrats, dumbass.
but that was a bad movie, right? So when I see Man of Steel, and I see Batman versus Superman, it's not that it's not that bad to me. Like
you can't-
I will admit, Doomsday didn't need to happen.
That was
I'll
Yeah,
admit
that was a waste.
but that was the only thing.
Spoilers. Go ahead.
That's the
Man,
only
if
thing
you
that I can
ain't seen
say.
these movies yet,
Who?
He's talking about
I just
spoilers.
said spoilers, man.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't
if
just
you-
be
if-
doing that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Justice League was amazing visually.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah.
fight
The
The
choreography.
plot was not trash.
I thought the fighting
No,
was great.
no. Okay, good. No, go on.
I thought the plot was dope. Obviously, the same problem every comic book movie has is they don't expound on the villain. They can't. I mean, they literally
okay.
can't. That's why
Most-
Netflix
some of
series are
them can't.
better because you have 13 hours to expand.
shoot you
You're
Some
Some
actually
of them
watching. You're
can't.
actually watching
These mega
6 movies.
superhero movies can't.
Like actually, even like 6. You're watching like an entire season or 2 of movies.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
cheating.
I'm
That's
gonna-
actually cheating.
I'm going to attack your idea, though.
Let's go.
The
Come at me.
story is the same as every DC movie since.
Yeah.
Space alien comes down,
Oh
wants to
my
make this
God.
planet his planet.
Terraforming, bro.
We're literally doing the same thing with
terraforming.
Terraforming comes from Zack Snyder. That is him. He
Yeah.
loves that shit. He loves sending beams into the earth and just fucking
how
up
many-
the
That
earth.
was even 300.
I'm telling you,
Damn,
Zack Snyder's
that's
got a
funny.
hard on for that shit. He loves to fuck up the earth. That's what he does. He's terraforming at all times. So,
Literally every big Marvel movie has that exact same plot.
Persians,
No.
Kryptonians.
oh my god.
How many times is he going to do this?
No.
So I'm,
Dude, we're about to watch the Avengers. Avengers do the Infinity
They
War,
destroying
and they're doing
the
the same
universe.
shit. They're doing the same.
It's different. He's not trying to change
How
the
many
Earth.
goddamn times is a superhero in
He
a
trying
Marvel
to turn
movie gonna
your
look
block
over
to
and
his
see
block.
something in the sky and panic? Like, how many times are we gonna do this shit over New York City? How many times, Marvel?
They haven't done it. They ain't doing it in space right now. That's
It's definitely in space.
It's in space now.
See, you're sounding like a hater right now.
No,
That's-
man.
All of Infinity Wars takes place in space pretty much
It's
now.
actually
That
just
trailer
people
didn't,
getting
though.
fucked up. That's
trailer
Nothing.
didn't. They
Nothing.
been
in
on
that-
Earth.
They were
well,
like,
no, they were on a different
they
They're
back
planet.
next
in
to
New York.
Wakanda.
They were on a different planet when Spider-Man and Iron Man are fighting Thanos.
You see, they in the
clearly a different
universe.
You
planet.
sure?
It was red. Like the planet was red.
All of these giant monsters, these world-ending monsters, is just trying to take over Chicago on every DC movie. Like, what is wrong with them? Like, hey,
He's right.
Yo.
He's right.
we got these beams that can blow up suns, but we can really try to take over Chicago. Every DC movie.
All right, so listen, I believe that every comic book movie is gonna have their faults.
Okay.
Right?
Wait.
I feel
Before
you.
you get into this, can I say my DC piece on this?
Go for it.
Okay, so being like a crazy comic book guy going into like the DC lore, right? Now we talked about how Marvel actually is not canon, right? We said people say Marvel is not canon. One thing that Marvel did to correct itself and people like me was the fact that they let you know that the MCU is in phase with the regular Marvel universe. It's there. They do know that they're not the main timeline. So the fact that anything happens in this timeline makes me okay with it. They could come out there and fucking Wolverine could be a goddamn tentacle, and I'd be like, doesn't matter, not the same universe. If they got a good story,
Yep.
I'll watch that shit. And I think that's what pushes Marvel over. If you apply that to DC, now people scream up and down that DC has some of the best, most iconic characters in the world. How come they make the shittiest movies? It's because they're hard to write for, and it's really even harder to make people pay attention to them once you have people that have already tried it, done it a little better, and just completely fall off. They fuck themselves with continuity, and that's what Nathan is saying. I 100% agree on both ends. And
hard to write for.
They're hard to write for. There are so many writers who go in trying to write Superman, and like, how many times is this motherfucker gonna get shot with a bullet before you realize it's not gonna hurt him?
Do you understand how deep Man of Steel was? Do y'all
I
even,
love- no,
do y'all
I
even
love-
get
I-
it?
no,
Do you
I
even
feel-
understand
I
love Man
that
of Steel.
Superman was the villain in that movie? Do you even
fuck with
understand
Man of
how
Steel.
deep
I
it was?
I
How
understand.
Zod was actually the hero?
I feel it.
He
How Superman had to murder someone?
I feel
I
Man
love
of
that
Steel.
movie.
Okay.
I
But
actually
this is
like
the problem
Man of
with
Steel.
DC. They give us something good, and then they can't keep.
They can't
They
do it.
can't keep it up.
They can't keep it up.
But they're only 5 movies in, and we've got Man of Steel, which everybody in this room just agreed is good,
Okay.
and now we have Wonder Woman, which nobody will argue is bad.
Yeah.
And then we got Justice League, which by most people's
I liked it, man.
Also-
by most people's ratings
I liked
is
it.
serviceable.
So I'm
there's only really 1 or 2 bad movies out of
They're not
5.
good though.
And which
Wonder Woman's good.
Wonder
Wonder
Woman's
Woman's
solid.
good.
good.
Man of Steel's good, and I'll even say
I'll give you Justice League. I'll give you Justice
I
League.
enjoyed
League
it.
is
Yeah.
fucking good.
I enjoyed it.
So go.
I don't want to say Batman versus Superman is bad.
Batman
the first
versus
half
Superman.
of the movie
Theatrical
is so
Batman
good.
versus Superman is bad. Director's cut Batman versus Superman
Very good.
is a good movie.
Yes, Very it is.
good.
It is a good.
Very
And,
good.
and I'm telling you right now, I've paid to see that shitty ass movie in theaters. I was like, I almost walked out of there when he did the bat float up shit. I'm like, I'm out. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna let this rock. But then I watched that director's cut, and
Very
I was
good
like,
version.
that actually makes
That
the
should have
movie
been
make sense.
That should have been the movie.
I'm like, if they had done that, I would have been like, that's a passable movie.
What
You
did
got
they
me
cut?
in.
They cut a lot.
They cut a lot. Like they cut out like the motivation.
Yeah.
They actually give you like it's an extra scene with Batman and Superman. You see Batman's conviction and you see the fact how pure Superman actually is. Even after fucking killing Zod. More spoilers. But once it comes to the end of that movie, the way it rounded up in the theatrical version, it was legit like, who cares about Superman? Who cares about Batman? Look at Doomsday fuck some shit up. End of the movie. Instead of being like Batman, Superman, Lex Luthor, Doomsday, end of movie.
Yeah.
You legit, they had the build up, they legit just clipped themselves. Had they let that rock, it would have been amazing.
Here's DC's
They just didn't want
problem.
to put it out for 4 hours.
Here's DC's problem. They're trying to push the content, the universe, and they're trying to do it faster than Marvel did it. Marvel did it. It took so
Yeah.
long.
Oh, that's
I'll
true.
agree with that.
It took so long.
That's true.
And that's their
That
fault.
shit started with
And
Iron Man.
There's another franchise. I forgot what movie studio.
They did a Hail Mary.
The movie studio who made Mummy and another one. They tried to make a
Universal.
horror universe, but they tried to do it all in 1 and 2 films, and it just fucking flopped.
Yeah, they had some crazy star power in there. They had
They
Russell
did.
Crowe.
Russell
They
Crowe
still
was
had
fucking-
Tom Cruise as well, and they had a bunch of people. They had Zach Isaac or whatever his name is, the dude who's in the new Star Wars movie, I believe. He was a doctor or something. But anyways,
It was. I mean, it was. You know, they're competing against someone who started 15 years ago. I mean, this is what Marvel's doing is unprecedented. No one's done this before. Normally, trilogies are the end of it. You know what I mean? Like we get 1, 2, 3. The third is kind of whack, and we're done. This is like 20. Movie 20, and DC's on movie 5, and they're just trying to keep up.
Not only are they on movie 20, they got the fucking TV shits. That shit is in sync too with it.
People are fucking sleeping on S.H.I.E.L.D. God damn it, I was telling you,
That's y'all
that
joint.
first season,
Ain't it?
I was like, I could see why nobody wouldn't like this shit. Every season after that, I'm like, this shit's amazing.
I fell off on the third, fourth season. I did.
So you didn't see the Ghost Rider season?
Ghost Rider's
No,
fucking amazing.
that's the season I stopped. That's the season I stopped.
The end of that season, I was fucking watching that shit I was like, I can't believe I didn't see this on TV. I was upset with myself for not watching TV. I don't even know when the last time I felt that way.
So I need to watch that apparently.
Yeah, it's actually pretty, dude. That shit's
Here's
good.
my problem with the Marvel TV.
Okay.
I stopped tiptoeing around people's names. Right, the green guy, the guy with the shield. Like I want to see them in it. I want to eventually see. I want to see more crossover. There's no goddamn reason Phil Coulson hasn't been in these movies again.
Yeah, and
I mean-
there's scenes where Jessica Jones has walked past the Avenger Tower. Like people have done the sleuthing to figure out that that should be that building, and there was no mention of it or nothing.
Yeah, and it's
they
kinda-
didn't pan up for a sky shot or nothing.
It's bullshit.
It's really
The
it
reason
feels
why
disconnected.
I
the
do
reason
agree.
why there's
I
a
do
Shield
agree.
show is because we loved Phil Coulson in the Avenger movie in all the movies all the movies because he was there all the time.
What happened?
why
Didn't
don't
he die?
They all think he's still dead.
They all think he's still dead, and every scene his
But didn't he
character
die in real life?
has unfolded. No,
Oh.
he's still
I thought he
alive.
died.
left the asshole?
The
mean the
things
actor?
that
Shit, I don't know, man.
every
Probably
note-
some fake Facebook news.
Isn't Robert Downey Jr. Isn't Robert Downey Jr. a superhero now? Is he actually Iron Man? Is he actually Iron Man
That nigga
now?
flew past my house the
No, I
other
thought
day.
he got
It
hit by a
was
car,
crazy.
right?
It was the flyby.
Yeah, sure,
Robert
he didn't
Downey
get hit by a car.
Jr. is the Iron
You heard
Man.
about Chris Hemsworth losing his hammer? Go ahead.
Bro, they got this. They cut
thought he
Thor's
got
hair.
hit
That
by
shit
a
is
car,
crazy,
like-
bro.
Which actor got hit by a car? Like,
Brad Pitt.
no, he like jumped
that
out
one?
his car to like.
Paul Walker. Bad joke.
Come on, man.
Joke.
He got-
Sorry.
Damn. That song will
He
never
in
make
the
me
car.
okay with a joke about his death. I'm sorry.
What song?
That song at the end of the goddamn movie.
I ain't never
was
seen
I
it.
the only? You're a fucking lying.
I ain't never seen
Hey,
Fast
I'm
and
not
the Furious.
gonna lie. Once I realized what they were doing in that scene, I got slightly
Bro,
emotional.
like I,
When
legit, I got mad uncomfortable.
when I realized what they were doing, like I was like, "Oh, okay, they pulling up to the light, the beat. Oh, wait, this is a memoriam. Shit."
What?
Because they did
They
it so
did that to
well.
people?
So smooth.
It was
It was
so
so
smooth.
smooth.
I legit it's
It
one
was
of
so
those
smooth.
situations you walk into the wrong surprise bar. I was like, how the fuck did I get here? And you're like, damn, some uncomfortable shit just happened. Jerry, you got a drinking problem. You're like, damn, I want to see this out now. That's exactly what happened. And that shit got sad and we were stuck. That's 100% what happened.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Hey, so
That shit fucked
so they made y'all niggas cry at the
like,
end of this movie.
yeah,
This
nigga,
action
I'm
movie.
No, I got
This
emotional.
action hero
I just spent
movie.
an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes watching this nigga jump out of buildings with cars and shit, and then I realized like this guy is dead, and like it got super real, and they're saying goodbye to him,
Bro.
via the screen.
Oh my goodness.
They had a scene where they actually like they messed with CG Brothers' face
Yeah, they used
to
his
have
brother.
him talk to Vin Diesel. And when I tell you he pulled up and he was just like, one last time or some shit he said,
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm telling you, if I was standing up, my leg would have gave way. I'm telling you, the heavens opened up and that one tear hit my face. I was like, God damn, and I hate that goddamn song, but I can't make a joke in conscience knowing how it made me feel.
I might one up you. I actually hate the entire series, and that scene made me emotional.
There you go. There you
Damn.
Dude, that was. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't
low
never
key,
seen it.
Yeah.
Low
No,
key,
watch it.
because it came.
Watch that shit, and you gotta know.
He passed right before the movie came out.
Hold
like
up.
right, so almost when it came out, and so it was really the timing of it was powerful.
What movies have y'all cried in? Like while y'all was in the movie theater?
Oh, in the theater? Not many.
Not many, for sure. I can tell you something that almost got me.
Toy Story 3.
Dude, I got a story. I was watching the movie, and I was in a group, and the scene happened in Toy Story 3, and I looked over, and this dude was crying.
Yeah.
And I wanted to cry. Like, I legit wanted to cry, but I forced myself to suck it up. Like, I forced myself
I
to.
seen the Toy Story at home, fortunately.
Yep.
And Nas seen it. Nas just starts screaming like his fucking toe got cut off. And I just left the room. I was bawling, dog. That scene?
Yeah. It's
We
rough.
don't even. That scene is rough.
It was like the
But
buildup of
in
that
the theater,
scene.
dog, just uncontrollable, just let loose. Everybody crying next to
Yeah.
you.
Let loose.
What movie?
I've
I
never
ain't
cried.
never let
I've
loose.
What's
never
the Will
cried.
Smith movie?
Man, that Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of
shit.
Happiness,
Fuck that,
bro.
I actually hate that movie.
I didn't like it at all.
It actually bothered me that this. I
In
was
the
like,
theater?
I like it.
The bathroom scene,
Nah.
Where the people were trying to bust in, he had to put his foot on the door,
bruh,
and he was crying. Man.
bruh.
Yeah.
You cried? You cried?
Inception.
The
Sorry, no.
entire the entire theater was crying, bro.
Yo,
Wait,
but
nigga.
if my nigga said
Inception?
nigga, I'm crying right now.
No.
What scene?
That shit was
Interstellar.
heartbreaking.
Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Woo, Interstellar. That was almost got me too.
Here's my problem with
I ain't
Interstellar.
seen
When he was
Interstellar.
watching his daughter age.
Him
Oh,
kept,
damn.
let me tell you what took me out of the scene. Murph! All the Murphs. All the goddamn Murphs he was yelling.
My nigga was 8
took me
Murphs
out
in.
of the scene. Like,
He saw that
I
movie
gotta
in the
watch
theater
it.
3 times. Don't listen to a
I
word.
know
oh,
he-
I
I know
love,
he
dude,
loved
listen, I'm a Christopher Nolan fanatic. Like,
Even though
I
he
love
hates
his
women?
shit.
That nigga's amazing.
I love his shit. He hates women?
Yeah.
He hates women,
The
bro.
women-
Oh, no,
You
no.
can tell the
it's
character
The women are
is
villains
yeah,
in every
his-
movie.
Every movie. Have you seen Incognito?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carrie Ann Moss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hate women, bro.
So you're saying he hates women because the women are always
Wait,
the villain?
Incognito-
The women
No.
are always the villain.
But isn't the
in his
villain
movies.
usually
What's
the
the
most
movie?
powerful person?
Mimic.
No.
Memo.
Mimic? No.
Um,
Memento.
Memento.
He's like,
That's a
Mimic.
Memorex.
Mimic 2.
Mimic's a really bad movie.
Mimic
That's
3 the
alien-
return.
That's the alien joint.
Yeah.
Memento.
Yeah.
He hate women, bro.
Man, I ain't gonna say all of that.
I don't think he hates women.
Batman.
Can you stop
The
slamming
last
the table?
Batman.
You're recording a podcast.
The last Batman.
The last Batman.
Yeah.
They
Talia
just
al
fucked
Ghul
up.
was the villain.
Talia al Ghul, Catwoman's the weakest.
That movie
most
fucking sucked
docile
anyway. I'm sorry. The more I think
Catwoman
about it,
you've
it sucked.
ever seen.
That movie's no
You've
good.
never seen a
Batman's in that
Catwoman
movie
so
for like
Shout
5
out to
minutes.
Tom Hardy though. Shout out to Tom Hardy. He made Bane look amazing.
Yeah.
Bane was amazing.
That's
So
why
you
we
guys
all
don't fuck
watched
with that
it.
movie. Here's the problem.
That's
with
why
that
we all
movie.
watched it.
Okay,
It's a Bane movie.
I like the
They
movie.
Should have called it Bane.
I like the movie a lot. I understand
they could've
that
called it Bane.
it's
Bane Rising.
literally nearly impossible to top The Dark Knight.
It's almost
Well, they
impossible.
coulda called that the Joker,
The
too.
Dark Knight was definitely one of the greatest
I don't
comic
like-
book movies of all time.
I
Why
don't
don't
like
people
Batman
talk
Begins.
about that?
Like I don't like Batman Begins.
I hate Batman Begins. I
can't
didn't
watch
see
it.
it in theaters.
I own it. I don't watch it.
And that's the only
I
Batman
only watch
movie.
it because of canon. The only
Yeah,
reason I watched
bro.
it was because
I
of what
remember
it did.
loving it, but I don't know if it holds up.
I remember you told
Bro.
me you loved it, and I hate
It's
that
got ninjas
movie.
in it. And Scarecrow was
That's-
amazing.
That was cheating. I couldn't.
But that's
They
the only
play with my
movie that's his movie.
It's the only movie where Batman's
That's
in it
the
for more
only
than 5 minutes.
movie that's about Batman.
Yep.
The rest, the other two movies are about the villains.
Okay.
But okay, first of all, Dark Knight, probably the best comic book movie
Is it
I've
about
seen.
Batman though?
I don't
about
like
the
the
Joker.
last 15 minutes of that movie. That was the only problem I had with it. I don't like the fact that
Yeah, I don't
the
either.
Two-Face
Yeah,
situation.
that-
The fact that
Well,
that
no,
happened.
That
the
ruined
Joker.
it.
The
That
Joker.
ruined- that- didn't
no,
that
I
ruin
don't
the
think it
movie?
ruined it. The
did.
Joker.
No,
It did.
man.
It shows that the Joker won. The Joker turned the best hero that
Well,
they
it
had.
was
that
handled-
character didn't have to die.
It was handled ham-fistedly.
Yeah.
Okay, he probably didn't have to die, but also the thinking that, well, first of all, I mean, maybe he didn't die, like like one of those type of comic book things.
Wait, who died?
Harvey.
Yeah, should have kept him alive.
They should have kept him alive.
Why is that character dead?
Uh,
That character was not supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
I believe in my heart of hearts that they wanted more Heath Ledger in the future, and they're supposed to get more of
Oh,
that.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So they may have been like, cool, Harvey dead, we got Joker, and then that he
You
died.
could have had 2 more movies. You could have did the second movie. Oh yeah, we're stuck.
That bottom one's really low. Are we cool?
I think that's me.
Yeah,
actually.
it's him because he's it's mic to quarter, and it's just not as loud. But I can raise him up. I have,
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
everybody.
yeah.
Technical
But
shit.
okay.
He got this shit.
completely
He
lost
know
the
what he
point.
doing. He be
Yeah.
mixing shit and mastering.
I do.
He knows how to do this.
But yeah.
I don't think. Just my last thoughts on it is, I loved Man of Steel. I really liked Wonder Woman, and I thought Justice League was okay. I felt like like DC is not doing as bad as people think
Nope,
they are.
they're not.
But it's definitely magnified by the fact
They're
that
not-
everybody hates everything.
And on
Exactly.
the bright side,
They're
I'm
not.
still
Exactly.
looking forward to
Whatever's next.
the new Batman.
And then
And I'm still looking
but
forward to
people-
whatever's next.
Well,
Yeah.
here's
They've
why-
already fucked up though. You
What
know
DC
that, right?
did
They're
was
done.
what DC did was smart. It just wasn't executed right because Suicide Squad was a movie about villains, and their weaknesses of comic movies is they're not expanded villains. Now watch when Deadshot hops in the next fucking Batman movie, you're familiar. Harley Quinn and Joker, you're familiar.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, even the fucking crocodile, you're like, oh, I know what this is.
I hated that character. By the way.
Oh
It was
my
trash.
god,
It was a
so
stereotype.
racist.
I got so mad
BET.
at the goddamn BET.
I actually hate BET, and the fact that he said watch BET, it made me furious.
Oh my goodness,
I'm
that's
just
like
gonna
they
be real.
wanted.
No offense.
I felt like they wanted us to be mad.
That's
I-
why
ditto.
white people are like, oh, black people love BET. And he's-
When you grow
It's
up,
relatable.
you find
My
out,
ass.
and Ben's kind of like one of my first white friends. So he know about black people. So, but now I realize that white people don't be knowing about black people. They don't be knowing shit about us.
They like BET, right? Right, my black friend?
You love that shit, don't you?
You were
man.
definitely
That's
just
okay.
talking to me
Say it
about it
anyway.
the other day. I remember it completely clear. You said BET 4 times. I was there. I know.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
They don't be knowing shit
All right,
about you.
that was a long segment, and I think this is going to be a long podcast. I think what we're going
That's
to
cool.
I think
we
we're
got
gonna,
special guests.
We got
today.
special guests.
Yeah.
So I think I have an idea. I have a way to work around this. Don't worry about time. We're
We're
gonna
chunk it up in 2 episodes.
2 episodes.
Hey,
You like
I'm
it? You
down.
like it? You like it? Because I can talk about DC and Marvel forever.
Man,
I feel like
forever.
all these topics are
Where we going
Chunk-
next?
are-
Number
Where we
two.
going next?
These are
gonna,
pretty rounded.
yeah, it's gonna take a while to chew on them.
So did you guys hear about the guy who got arrested for doing a Bitcoin scam?
Yeah.
What,
Using
damn.
Chuck E. Cheese coins.
That's not. This is the first thing I've heard about this. I
They
don't
make like $1
believe it.
million.
He made a lot of fucking money. Scam
Bro.
people with they actually thought it was actual coins.
What was he doing, bro?
He was
He
selling
was
Chuck E.
selling
Cheese coins on the street as bitcoins.
Nigga, you lied. I don't believe that.
They got his mugshot and everything.
No, son. Pull up his mugshot, B.
Oh man,
Pull up
that's
his
sad.
mugshot. I bet he gonna look like
Anybody
Justin
who
Bieber.
got
Does he
scammed
look
by
like
that
Justin
should be
Bieber?
ashamed
No,
of
he
yourself.
doesn't.
Does he look like
No,
you?
he looks like somebody from the north side.
Like
He
check
black?
out. He looked like check
He
out.
black?
So he actually hit these people with
Like,
the standing
oh, he's-
outside of AutoZone.
He looks like check out this
asking
my
them
new
if they need new
mixtape.
tags.
Check out my new mixtape. Hey, my man's was selling Bitcoins.
He was selling
out here.
mixtapes at the gas station the week before.
There we go. This is gonna get to me.
You know what's crazy is some black person walked up.
Oh, not a real story.
Wow.
Not a real story.
Bump, bump, bump.
Fake news.
Fake
Body.
news.
They had my
Damn,
man's
that
mugshot
dude
though.
actually has a mugshot. Somebody fucked up or really don't like that dude.
Hey, he looked like gotta be Kareem.
He kind of does. So go back to the thing that says it's not real.
This is it.
Fake news. Who the fuck would run that?
That went pretty hard for fake
Another
news.
problem
If you
with
bought a Chuck E.
DNA.
Cheese coin and
went
thought it was a
pretty-
Bitcoin, you kind of deserve what you get. I want to buy this guy a beer. Free this man right now. What,
You
okay.
gotta be selling Chuck E. Cheese coins is Bitcoin.
Yo, B, I got these Bitcoins, son.
Get them before they're all going. Bitcoins is what everybody's talking about on the news.
Bro, it was posted on a satirical website.
Oh, that's-
well.
That's fucked up.
So that goes. So we have two internet trends. We have one hating everything and two believing everything.
Making up
Believe
fake news
everything.
and believing everything.
Yeah. So
Well,
right,
I mean,
well-
we found out.
That'll save us some time. Next topic.
the topic is actually Bitcoins.
Okay.
Which are you familiar with Bitcoins, Nate?
Oh, a little bit. It seems silly to me the moment I first heard it, like, 6 years ago?
Yeah, except they're worth like $18,000 a piece now.
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me.
You don't
no.
know? They're up to what, 20K now?
Are they up to 20?
Let me see.
Last time I checked, it was 20K. They were creeping to 25.
I got the.
And every transaction takes enough power to like run a small town for like 9 hours.
Yep.
Because it's based off a server farm. So like every Bitcoin transaction.
People use the
Like,
PS4 to serve.
$15,695.
Wow, that
15?
took a dip.
$15,695.
You know why? They just had that thing that that legislation's passed going back up where people are they're saying it's what did they say? I literally just saw this on the news yesterday. Something about where it's just the process of actually getting that money to somebody is not something that can be regulated. So how does anybody know that it's like they basically just throwing question into it. And I felt like that contributed to it being just dropping. I felt like that's all.
Dropped
it was.
$5,000 in a couple days.
Well, one thing for
I
sure,
mean,
two
shit,
things for
it
certain.
gained $5,000 in, like, it was nothing like 2 years ago.
They're having meetings daily on how to shut it. The federal government's having meetings daily
Because
on how
they
to
can't
stop this.
regulate it. They know.
And they want to regulate everything.
I think I
Everything.
saw something, could be fake news, that the what's our central bank
Mm-hmm.
wants to introduce its own
Yeah, I heard about that.
cryptocurrency.
Oh my god.
I know.
So they
I was-
basically on steal Bitcoin idea.
Yeah.
Just like Apple. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so you guys wouldn't invest in Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Had I thought of
would.
it,
I got a homeboy that did.
had I thought of it when it was,
In
it's
its
like anything.
yeah,
it's
back
like
in the
investing
day.
in Apple. You gotta have foresight.
I mean, you told me about the Bitcoin thing back in the day.
I might have brought it up. Sure. My buddy of mine had a bunch, and he sold them all and got like $65,000, and he put it in a college fund for his kid.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yo, I mean, if I had the funds,
You bought
I
when
would
they were
definitely
fresh.
invest. I'm not gonna even stunt. If I had it to throw away on the investment,
Would
it
you
would
take
definitely
payment
be that.
right now in Bitcoin?
I would. Somebody asked me
There's
the other
companies
day.
that already do it.
I'm saying, would you?
Yeah, I would take it.
Would you?
No, I don't know how I can spend it.
Yeah, you
Everywhere.
can't. It would be an investment.
It'd be definitely.
There's a lot of places.
There are
Maybe
places to
4 or
take.
5 years ago, Morgan Spurlock did a
know they doing
living off of Bitcoin for a week, maybe like 4 years ago, and he was able to get food. He was able to get groceries, get coffee,
And I can tell you right now.
and there's ATM machines in St. Louis dedicated to Bitcoin.
I think they doing it in Amsterdam. I think they take it.
and websites do let you pay in Bitcoin now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
man, we
it's a
need to
thing.
treat this shit more seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's one of those things that's going to be a slow burn. People are going to fight it up until the point it's
Yeah.
right in front of their face, and they're going to be like, I should have jumped on it when I had it. That's what we're doing right now. We're
Yeah.
talking about it,
Yeah.
and we should legit be talking about how it can help us.
What's next though? Is it Ethereum? You guys know about Ethereum?
I've only heard loosely of it.
Me too. But
I've
that's the
also
one
heard
everyone
about
keeps talking about.
Yeah.
Blockchain.
I heard about that and Litecoin, and
Yeah.
there's so many. Like I don't fully understand.
I seen one,
But-
and I only seen it because like Nipsey Hussle invested in it, and it's like in Europe or something.
I feel like this would actually be that would spell the end of something like Bitcoin.
Oh, this cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency. But see, I'm like I don't gamble, so like if I did invest, I would pull all my money out a long time ago. You know,
Yeah.
like I'd be
that's
like,
good money,
oh
yoink.
shit, like 65. Oh, that's good enough for me.
$65,000.
And there's some
Lick.
motherfuckers who got multi-millions
That's a lick.
now, but like they're still sitting on it, and everyone's predicting it's gonna crash.
I mean, they've been
Especially
saying
with-
that for years though. They've been saying that. They've been
And now
saying
they
that,
got millions.
and now they have
That's
millions.
true.
One thing I know for sure though is like, okay, so I work in the vape industry, right?
Okay.
Like, August 8th last year was a huge day because the FDA and the federal government basically regulated vaping because it was taking too much money from tobacco, which basically it was saving lives. And they were like, no, this is taking too much from us. So
Yeah,
they basically shut it down to where no one can, so you can't sell e-liquids without paying fees, without getting each label that I would design approved by the FDA, all these loopholes. So you had a whole bunch of a big huge boom. We had a whole bunch of like local people making stores and getting property and selling this e-liquid that everyone was using. They couldn't do that anymore. So it basically broke the market. And I know for a fact, now the FDA, a half a year later, they're saying, oh, vaping is good because now they've regulated it and they get money off of it. Vaping is good. It's good for you. Now they're making money off it.
Yeah,
So
'cause that's why they're gonna pump it up because they're getting money.
now they're getting money from
That's
it.
crazy.
I feel like they're going to do that with Bitcoin.
Oh,
Yeah,
free.
once they
You
figure
know?
out how to make money on it, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
It's just like everything else is weed. Everything weed's okay now in most places
Because
because
they
they
make money.
figured out how to make money on it.
Speaking
Colorado's doing all right.
if you're in jail in Colorado for goddamn marijuana, they need to open the motherfucking gates.
I think they
let you
did.
go.
I think they let all like weed offenders.
That's one of Obama's last things. Actually, is he let a lot of people loose
Yeah.
for like minor drug infractions.
Every state that is legal, you gotta let them go.
They actually have this thing where they have I think it's what are they called? Oh my bad. They have this thing where you can just donate to a random person that is still locked up for a marijuana charge. You can hold that. You can actually just donate to a random person to get them freed now. Like they actually do that to where it's a
It
consistent
needs to
thing.
happen. It needs to
Yeah.
happen. Like yesterday. All right. So Bitcoin, I feel like we can't talk about it more because we really,
Don't know
there's
enough.
only so much you can say
It's not
about
enough,
it.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can say
But
about it.
you would say, like, I mean, I guess round table wise, I know for a fact that if I did have the funds, I would 100% invest, especially
Sure.
right now. You can legit get in right now, and you never know what's gonna happen with doubling your money or even just making
Oh,
more
well,
money.
I don't think at 16,000 and the most I've seen it is 19,000. I don't think you're gonna get that much return. Well, 4,000 is a good return, but
Yeah.
like it's
just
gonna be like
you have to
gambling.
sit on it.
It's
You
gonna
have
be
to
like
sit on it.
gambling.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like gambling because then you're gonna fuck around and what if it does crash?
But that
or,
game is-
or just what it's on a downtrend now. What if it gets down to 12,000? Now you're out 3,000.
That game applies to investing in general, though.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
kind of gambling.
kind of.
Doing that
Kinda.
now is just the purest form of doing
stocks.
so.
All right. So what investment would you do? And I've been looking at stocks too. I've been looking at looking at
I don't know
stocks and
about
trying
the
to look at the
stock
market, stock market.
If I had a pile of capital, I'd probably get into angel investing, where you find a small company that looks like they're onto something, you throw them some money, and you get percentage of shares in the company. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
You know,
What'd
shop
you
around on
guys- what'd you
Kickstarter,
guys
find
do?
somebody who's actually like got a business already. Looks like they know what they're doing. Throw them
I
some
think
money.
the only investment that I would feel safe would be real estate. That's the only investment that I
Real
would
estate's
feel
decent.
safe in.
Judging off of what I do right now, like there's been companies who have approached me who have been like, well, look, if you do these things or you've signed with us to go this far, you get stock options from them. I feel like there's no better investing than investing in yourself. And I feel like if I have a part of it, then there's no way that I'm going to do everything in my power, and I feel like it can go up, then that's what I'm going to stick behind. Those kinds of things, basically like angel investing, is what I would invest my time. I mean, if I can't go the highest route and go to Bitcoin, I'd stick to angel investing.
I was watching a documentary yesterday on the guy that created Pong, who stole it from somebody apparently.
Yeah.
But the idea got bought by Apple, I think, and they said that I think Steve Jobs came to him and said, you know, they paid him, the job was done, and they said, well, you know, we can give you stock in the company, or we can give you the brand new like Apple IIe, whatever was hot at the time. And he basically sort of like he kind of disrespected him. He's like, I got enough wallpaper in my house, I don't need stock or something like that. So he took the computer.
Damn.
Damn.
His kid's probably fucking him up right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, they reached like a multi-million-dollar buyout later for Activision or Atari or something like that. So
Interesting. So we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna be right back.
cool.
Cool.
Giant 40-pound kitty.
So yeah,
Welcome back.
Bitcoins.
Every now and
I
then
just brought it back together. I just brought it back together.
Bitcoins.
So up next is a story that was news last week, and it's still it's probably on its way out of being news. No one really cares anymore, but we're going to talk about it anyway because I don't have a new topic. Keaton Jones. Keaton Jones was the kid with the funny looking face, getting bullied, getting picked on, getting bullied. Made a video crying. Why is he getting picked on? You guys remember that?
No.
Yeah, I remember.
Never
it.
seen
Have
it.
you never seen it?
This video had sort of a life cycle. So it popped up. It was getting celebrity attention. Fucking Chris Evans, a.k.a. Captain America, was like, yo, stay strong, buddy. I'm going to fly your family out to the premiere of Infinity War. And then, like, he's
Okay.
getting a lot of attention for this shit. Everybody's like, yo,
They did
yeah. A lot of
did
internet celebrities are
GoFundMe?
like, we know what it's like to be bullied.
Yeah.
Keep your chin up.
Yeah, they did a GoFundMe. Somebody did a GoFundMe in their name and got $55,000 from it
Wow.
for the family.
And then the internet did its job.
Boom. Research. People
And
went and found, dug up stuff, looked under rocks, and
They
the
dug up
skeleton.
shit. And there's there's like 3 pictures, and the mom is holding the Confederate flag, and then the kid Michael Keaton Jones,
Keaton,
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton
Damn,
Jones,
Michael
Keaton
Keaton,
Jones.
not
that man
you.
racist.
The vulture?
Was in a picture with
He
family
has an
members.
interracial family. No, I'm just saying.
Was in a picture with family members with a Confederate flag, and that was the first kind of red flag. Everyone was kind of fucking jumping down on
Literally.
that shit, and literally the first red flag. And then further
Took me a second.
research found Keaton's father is a jailed white supremacist.
Damn.
The plot thickens.
And
What a
then-
twist.
But wait,
Please give me
there's
pictures,
more.
dog. Please give me pictures.
The evidence pops up that he was running around the cafeteria calling these black kids the N-word.
With the hard R. The
With the
extra
hard
R. The
R.
accent R.
Oh.
My dude looked like
He
Sloth
looked
from
like
the
the
Goonies.
Punisher.
Bro, he looking like Sloth from the Goonies.
And
Little
then-
baby Sloth over
so-
there. Let me stop. I'm going to stop that.
Then
I'm
black
sorry.
middle schoolers fought back. They had enough.
So wait. All right, my only problem with the story is there evidence of this at all, or this is just rumor?
I mean,
Man.
Apparently
that's what you go
that's
to court
hard
with
evidence.
is hearsay. So
I mean, we see the Confederate flag. We know the father has he's white supremacist because he has white supremacist tattoos.
and we've all played
With,
Xbox Live, so we know what kids say to each other.
He very well
Right.
might be the kid using the N-word on Xbox Live.
He is the
He
kid.
has a face.
I'm sure he's got.
Hey, that's a meme right
Yeah,
there.
that's
That's a meme.
That is actually a meme.
That's gotta be.
Yeah.
Damn, don't nobody steal it. I'm going to
Do
do it
it.
right after
No,
this
just do it.
This
podcast.
kid plays Call of Duty. I tell you
He
right
hella
now.
plays Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That he
With
got
his mic on.
Right, with the mic on. His
So,
mom comes in there and joins in. It's messed up.
So there's two things about this, right? I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say that. I feel like black people are empathetic often,
It happens.
and that's why there was so many black athletes and celebrities
Jumping.
and people period sharing this and saying, "Oh, this is fucked up," because I think I think there's something there where we understand plight
Right.
and we relate to a sense.
Free.
Yeah?
That's true.
I think that's what happened here, and we did it super fast. It went viral, and then as soon as it went left, ban and ship.
Yep. Everybody dip.
Yeah.
What happened to that 55,000?
I think it's still. I mean, it's GoFundMe,
They got
so
it.
you still get it.
Yeah.
It's getting that commissary for fucking
Fucking
third right soldier in there.
fucking baby Hitler and
Yeah.
superior race ass nigga over there.
What's that movie?
My dude,
Oh.
I'm thinking about 300. That Spartan that didn't make it.
Hey, look at him. He,
Oh, yeah.
Look at his daddy, dog.
look at his daddy. Hold on.
Hey, wait till you see his
So
dad.
there's rumors also that mom forced him
Yeah,
to make that
forced him to make
video,
the
which
video.
is more why he was crying.
Oh, did you guys hear about the MMA fighter
Yep.
who personally tried to reach out to her?
And found out. Yeah.
And she was like, after the conversation was over with, he made a video and said, "Don't help them. She only wants money. She's only here for money."
Wow.
It's the internet for you, ladies and gentlemen.
So what's up with that? Why is it? Why?
That's why I don't help nobody right now. See, I don't. Hey, man,
No charity.
no charity. Anybody
You know
help
what?
me?
You know where I do charity? When I'm at the takeout or at the grocery store and hey, you want to pay $1 to so and so? Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I do
I've
that.
only,
that.
I've only done that once consistently, and it's only because it was music programs for after school kids.
There you go.
Okay. I
well,
mean,
you found a thing.
it's
You
a
should
charity.
help
It's
of
full
somebody.
circle
music.
because you're doing that now.
You help
so.
somebody though.
But I don't like doing it. I don't like giving. Is that,
Yeah.
is that terrible? Does that make me a bad
No,
person?
no,
No,
I
it
think
just,
so.
it
I don't
just
like
means you
giving.
work hard for your money. You don't want to give it away. That's all.
That's all.
I'd
That's
rather
true.
enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Yeah.
You give
How
it.
do you-
to-
how-
you give it away to IKEA though.
Except-
Why are we talking about it?
You
That
hate
chair is
fruit.
fire though.
That tray
That
is
Mario
fire.
glove chair.
I bought it
I'm telling you,
I bought
bro.
it today because
The fire glove, the fire glove chair, bro. The flower chair.
It's a me.
speaking of which, I bought a
Mario.
Nintendo Switch last weekend.
Hey, swag, add me, bro.
I got you.
So I'm already Splatooning it. Yeah, I'm telling you,
Splatoon the shit.
that game is
Yeah.
Is
godlike.
it?
Yeah.
And I'm the last person that will
you
tell
know
you
what?
to do some
I'm-
shit like that. I'm down.
I'm glad I brought that
I'm
up
getting
because
one.
I'm gonna get it.
We're already there, baby.
I'll be swapping Nas for the Xbox.
As a lifelong gamer, I feel that I've missed out quite a bit from the Nintendo side of the console war over the last 5 years.
Nah.
Nintendo
Get in.
smashed so hard this
I haven't
year.
played Skyward Sword. I haven't played the recent Zelda.
I didn't play
which Call
Skyward
of-
Sword,
Call
but I
of
heard
the
it
Wild.
was ass.
Did you have a GameCube?
I had a GameCube. I had a Wii for a moment, but we didn't really invest. But
Yeah,
I really,
I just still have that Wii.
yeah, I have not.
The Wii is alright.
Well, the only reason I bought it from this producer Duke Relington.
The Wii was
It was
short.
a modded Wii, so it had all the every Nintendo game, every
Yeah.
Super Nintendo game. I still have it downstairs.
It's actually sick.
It's pretty dope. Like I'll never get rid of
I
it.
did not know you got that from Duke.
Yeah, I got it from Duke,
Hmm.
and I fucked with Duke heavy. Like he's a good guy.
Okay.
There was, yeah,
we had
alright.
a falling out.
You did,
for sure, but I like him.
We do that sometimes.
Yeah.
That's life.
But yeah, I'm
happens.
I'm about it. So Splatoon is the shit, huh?
You love me
Bruh.
again?
Let me know. You gonna
you
trust
no
me. You're
longer
gonna
mad
love
at
it.
me?
You're actually gonna lose your shit to Splatoon. I'm telling you right
Okay.
now.
So far, I got Mario Kart and I got Rocket League because I had to get more.
I'll have Mario Kart in 24 hours.
Okay.
Dead ass. I'm telling you right
Yeah.
now.
I think I want to get Mario Odyssey next.
Also within 24 hours, I will have that game as well.
Okay.
I'm not playing, dude. It's been a while since I've been this in love with Nintendo, and I'm being 100% honest. You can take that bad boy on a plane with you.
I love it.
It's amazing.
I just got back from Mexico, and I 2 weeks ago I went to Mexico, and I wish I had it with me. I bought it last week, and obviously so I
You
didn't
was
have
on
it.
vacation
I was
though.
on vacation, but I wish I would have had it for the airplane ride, for all that shit. It's
the
really.
airplane ride, I can imagine.
I can't wait for it to open up and it becomes more of a streaming thing. You find, I like the Hulu's on there now. That's gonna be dope. It's a dope device. The fact that you can just pick it up and go,
Yep.
that's what makes it so sick.
It's smart.
Plus,
man.
it's fun because the games it's the shit that you like. And I get it that it's maybe geared for kids, but it's fucking sick.
I'm grabbing one.
Nintendo is the Star Wars of the video game.
Oh, free. Everybody
Adults,
loves Nintendo.
kids, you grew up with it.
And
Yep.
I love the
You
fact that
It
I
is.
can
Ooh.
browse. I've been browsing the eShop, and there's games I've never fucking heard of.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
You
exclusives.
know,
Yeah.
so like it's really like I don't know. It's like a
Switch is
different.
good.
It's a different world almost for video games.
It definitely is. They got
I was
good
playing
old
through
school
the demos,
RPGs
yeah.
coming out. Xenoblade 2 Chronicles coming out on that bad boy.
Xenoblade.
Yeah, bro, I'm
And they
telling you,
announced a
I
new
saw
Metroid.
that they announced a new Metroid. I'm looking at
Yes,
they're
yes,
making
the
these
new Metroid.
announcements, and I'm like, dude, the Switch is actually a system to own. I'm so happy I have one
Yeah.
right now.
Xenoblade
It destroyed-
is tied into like Xenogears, right?
No.
Yeah, it is. I
Oh,
thought.
I thought it wasn't.
I thought it was.
Oh, I thought it was like actually no. I think you're right. It was like the pre. It's
I
like
remember
everything.
Xenoblade.
Before.
It's
man.
like kooky, fucking weird, different.
Consumer wise,
Like,
it smashed this year.
Oh yeah.
They were so bold. I really wasn't checking for Nintendo, but I noticed that everything was on sale on Black Friday except for Nintendo. And then the report came out of how the video game did. Nintendo still outsold everybody. Never went on sale. Like it is what it is.
Yeah,
like
it's a
that's
good price
some
point.
monster shit. I wouldn't say it's a good price. Well, 300. Is a good
300 is
price
not
for it.
bad.
great price point.
It's a good price
For
point.
something that I can pick up, I can plug it up to my HD TV
But the
and still get a full
Bro,
gaming
my
experience.
roommate got one, and
And
I
then I
fell
can just
asleep
go-
on the couch playing Zelda, like in a blanket. Like I legit was sitting there. He was watching TV, and he was like, "Yo, Steve, you want to play Zelda?" I'm like, "Yeah, we finna play Zelda." I sat there, and he was legit watching some on TV, and I fell asleep holding it. And I was like,
so I need to get Zelda.
"When did that happen? Can anybody tell me the last time that happened to them? They fell asleep holding a controller, playing a video game on the couch." I'm sorry, I don't remember that the last time that's happened. Just being real.
I was falling asleep while we was playing PUBG yesterday.
PUBG's pretty
Were you
good.
really?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, we got our first chicken.
We
dinner
got our
last
first chicken dinner. Listen, when that
Hey,
was my first chicken
You
dinner,
heard
right?
this dude
People
Have you,
were
you play
fucking
PUBG? Have you?
No, I
Screaming.
only know of PUBG. I've never actually played it.
People
Listen,
were
you
gotta
fucking
play, man.
screaming.
I'm not gonna lie.
like some-
Text
Bro,
streamed.
when
It's like SOCOM.
we won
extreme.
yesterday, I hollered.
Yeah. No, dude. Holler's too
I
small a
didn't-
word.
I belted, screamed at the top of my lungs.
Hey, he was super
in
excited.
joy. Like if you guys have never seen me happy, that moment was it. Like that was it. It's been so many days and hours of continuous play for nothing.
I tell you what,
Right?
I was hating on it very hard,
Yeah, you were.
Most,
You
a
were.
lot of my people are.
and but I had a lot of fun. I mean, you guys have a crew though.
You gotta have a solid crew.
I'm gonna play
I
it on
can't
PC.
play it by
It's still
I couldn't
fun
imagine playing it by
solo.
myself.
I bought it today for the PC, and I've been playing it a few games, and it's obviously on the PC. It's just a beautiful masterpiece
It's very different.
in comparison to the console version.
Very different.
Very different. It's gorgeous, but it's fun still solo. Like it's one of those games that it's redefined the genre. It's gonna redesign the first person shooter and third person shooter
already has,
genre. It absolutely has.
Mhm.
It's gonna be the console game of the year next year.
Hmm.
I think so.
If they put you think they'll
I
put
can-
that
I can
cross-platform play on it? I think if they do that,
Absolutely.
that would actually make that game ridiculous.
The guy.
Maybe
So
I gotta
Console
cross
gamers
on.
can't fuck with mouse gamers though. Like PC.
That's free,
Can't do
but
anything with it.
I mean, unless you can't do that
They
whole
gotta be
keyboard
running high
hookup, you can do
frames.
keyboard and mouse hookup though.
And
Yeah.
there's third parties that you can do it now on Xbox.
Yeah.
Right now. No, so it's not supported yet, but it's gonna be probably. But even now, you can see third party mouse and keyboard setups. Do you guys know the story of the guy who made it?
No, I thought
He
it
was
was.
he was
watch
not, he was
Hunger
not a
Games?
game developer, but he fell in love with what is this game? It's there's a game that has mods in it. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where
Unreal Tournament.
no,
Counter Strike.
it might have been There's a
DayZ?
Team Fortress?
DayZ came from it. So he
oh,
developed.
you mean I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
It's,
Arma. Arma.
No.
No.
It's the Dead Island games. It's like Dead Island, and then it went from Dead Island to the game you said, the Z Day or whatever the hell it is. And then
H1N.
Yes.
H1Z1. H1Z1.
H1Z1, that's it.
Yeah.
And he created the mod that it ended up becoming. I think he created the mod, and this is like
Battlegrounds. Yeah.
that became DayZ from it or something like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Something like that. So he was not a video game developer. He just got into that and got
His
into
name
the
is
mod.
Player Unknown. That was his name.
That's his name.
Yeah.
And so then it was such a popular mod for the game, and it got picked up that developers started contacting him left and right, and he wasn't really fucking with it. And then one day he made a battle royale mod, and it got so popular that one day some Asian kid hit him up from Japan, and he said, "I have a limited budget. We can make the game you want."
Damn.
And he's like, "Yeah, let's do that." And
Yeah.
he made Battlegrounds.
His name is Player Unknown. He was on an award show last year, announcing everything. The game's fucking made so much money. It's fucking crazy.
apparently
Oh,
it's
they
like
made
OD.
$1 million sales the first month. $1 million sales of $30 product.
$30 million.
$2 million the second month. $3 million the third month, and $5 million the fourth month.
And I still haven't bought it. So
And it
I
keeps
bought
getting
it-
cheaper.
He bought it. I bought it. He bought it, and we share Xboxes. I bought it for this, and he's gonna probably end up buying it for PC too. Like it's that.
Yeah.
His mom
That's
literally
pretty
made a
good.
Facebook status yesterday morning saying that she's addicted to it. It's an
Yeah,
obsession.
she made a status that was hashtag chicken dinner and had a screenshot.
oh yeah, you're saying your mom
Yeah.
plays too. That's actually OD. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, she's pretty good at the game.
Not bad, man. She got a couple kills, saved my life a couple times yesterday. It was fucking intense.
I ain't saved
She did
nobody
run me
like-
over though. She did run
The
me
way he
over.
looked at the way he looked at that mic, she did run me over though.
She
like,
did run us both over with the car one day, though. So,
But
Yeah.
you accidentally shot her in the face yesterday.
you did shoot her in the head in a car.
If I'm all right now, right?
Wow,
it
he's trying
pops
to make it-
off.
he's
It
making
pops off,
story.
Nate. It pops off, right?
I'm supposed to be okay with you shooting me in the
Someone's coming
face?
up here. I'm shooting here. You move your head this way in front of my gun. Whose fault is that?
You trying to justify it, and it just seems
No.
like your fault. I'm gonna just be real right now. You trying to justify
That's
it.
how intense the game is, though.
May have
Like
been my
that,
fault.
like the conversation like that.
Everybody got out the car. I pulled the car around, went and saved her, popped out the car, picked her back up. We got in, drove away. It worked out.
When
But
you get a kill on there, you feel
we
real.
were driving away. There's three of us in the car, and Mom's like, "Tech, you just shot me in the head."
Listen, it was popping off. No, it
It
was
was.
my fault. It was 100% my fault. It was
I told
1,000% my fault.
We're playing,
damn
I
and we
just
got
snorted into the
attacked.
mic. I'm sorry.
We got attacked, and we defended ourselves against this group, and we came out of it. That's an amazing experience. Like
Yeah,
you really,
No.
Okay.
No amount of watching a stream compares to the feeling of playing in a game of,
Okay.
of PUBG.
You know what's funny?
It's crazy.
I was
you're
making
not
this
gonna-
point that this
if
is
you need to play it.
I'm making this point. This is it's a new take on
Yep.
the first person shooters. Like
Yeah.
it's something that we've never seen before. It literally puts you in the situation of you're in the Hunger Games. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
How are you gonna survive? Like what type of person are you? It's like it's deeper than just like
And it tests
oh,
your like panic. how
everybody's
you
I got a
react.
gun. I'm
Yeah.
gonna shoot you. This is like
You know-
what are you gonna do to survive?
I'm going to take it a step deeper and say that since Walking Dead's sort of taken a little dip lately, and people have sort of the viewership's dropping off maybe a little bit.
a lot of it.
A lot of it.
Everybody was watching Walking Dead, going, "I wonder what I would do in this situation."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we have a game where you get to play what you would do in a sort of all versus all situation, where you start with nothing.
And you know what's funny? Like
It's really cathartic.
as far as like video games are concerned, you play Battlefront, you play your Halos, you play your whatever, your Call of Duty. You want to get as many kills as possible. You can win the whole thing with 2 kills.
That's what we did yesterday.
You can literally win the whole thing.
We caused a lot of damage. We only got 2 kills.
Man,
Well, that's
that
two kills.
end point when they walked out of that house, and y'all, they was just like behind
Tree.
a fucking tree
and we
Yep.
lit them up.
and lit them up. They had no idea where the fire
No,
was coming
they were laying
from.
on the ground, rolling around, going,
and they couldn't get back into the building.
"Nope."
And it was when that shit popped up. That shit was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They got the last kill.
He's
The guy was
making
on
it
the
sound
ground.
like
like-
real life right now.
That's
It's
so good.
People
It's-
sniping, like you running through like open fields. We running through that field, and they started firing on us, bro.
Yeah. It
That shit feels-
It feels pretty
and-
real.
and-
It
here's
feels
Not
the-
making me hype about this
Here's
game
the,
right
here's
now.
the
I'm
key to the
telling you.
game. The key to the game is the sound design.
Yes, it is.
The 100% key. I bought the
You
what?
bought
What
that.
did
I
I
seen that
buy?
headset.
What I buy?
The Plantronics 800LX.
I bought so the Dolby Atmos technology because and when I played with the Microsoft headphones bullshit headset, and I'm getting killed left and right. I put the first game I played. I'm by myself in a room, and I hear footsteps. And I hear them like going on grass, and I hear them go on the patio. I hear foot on concrete. I hear a door open. I hear stairs coming, and I hear all of this. And I know the direction it's coming in just from the headphones. Like
Okay,
it's
all
hard to
right.
explain.
All right.
But like
What kind of
It's a
headphones
real-
are these?
Plantronics.
You ain't see
Plantronics.
them Jones
Plantronics.
downstairs?
Nah.
800LX.
I seen them immediately.
So the 800LX is, so they all have different suffixes. The 8LX is the Xbox specific.
Okay.
I think the PlayStations are LE, and the computer one is HD, I think.
Yeah, the
Something
ones
like
I
that.
got are for PC and Xbox,
Right.
so I can bring them up here,
Yeah.
which I will.
But there's also a
obviously.
PC only version that you can work for Xbox, but not as well.
Okay.
So if
It's
your Xbox
insane.
out there, go LX. But
You can hear you hear cars come up, and then
It's great,
with the right headphones, you hear the panning of it. The sound design, bullets whiz, like you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
there's an item that no one picks up, the pan. And if you wear the pan,
I
like
had
if
a
you
pan.
pick up the
it's a
pan,
skillet.
it's a skillet. You put it on your hip, bullets hit it. Like if they shoot at you and they hit it, you hear it. Like then you can use it
Yeah.
as defense. The game's insane.
Game's
Alright.
crazy,
It's
man.
really good.
Trust me, I'm already gonna play it, so it don't even matter.
I've been watching a fucking tournament ESL
Nah.
It's a kinda-
invitational.
Shout outs to those guys. I know all those guys. They do amazing work.
I figured you would.
Yeah.
I'm on like game 5 of like
Yeah.
an 8-game like tournament. And it's fucking insane.
How do you
Only
guys
game
feel
that
about that?
compares is too small of a scale though. The Last of Us compares to it as far as intensity.
Last of Us is good.
But
That's a
the
different
scale
kind
They
is
should
so
throw some zombies
much
in there
smaller.
just to fucking.
No,
That'd be
just like the
crazy.
PvP
Yeah.
on The Last of Us.
How do you guys feel about PUBG being an esports title?
I see no
That's
problem with that.
That's a topic. That's a topic lately. Is video
Oh,
games
I know.
esports?
I'm 100%.
And you're the perfect person
I'm
to talk about
100%
this
aware.
with.
I'm 100%
But
aware.
I think we won't have a good conversation because I think we all agree
Is the game-
like on it. You know, like on the topic.
On an esports level, is it balanced enough to be considered worthy?
oh yeah.
All right, then yeah, I'm
Yeah.
for it. Of course, why not? That'd be amazing.
It's
And
all about
teams?
entertainment. Oh yeah, free.
4-man
Yeah,
teams.
it's 4-man teams.
4-man teams. You running it like the competition looks crazy for the game.
I think it was on NBA on TNT where they had this discussion on if is video games esports.
Mm.
Is video
It is a
game
sport.
a sport?
Yeah.
Can it be a sport? Should it be on ESPN?
If chess can be,
Hell
then
yeah,
yes.
I've
man.
been on ESPN for this, so I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
Yeah,
it should be.
I'm all about it.
No, my basic thing is
That's
not
what
all
we're all gonna
sports.
agree.
Not all sports are physical contests. It's,
Exactly.
That's
and
true.
If
What is that?
chess can be the Olympics 20 years ago, then so can video games.
Video games should be in the Olympics.
Oh, I'm 100% for it, especially if it gets me a chance to actually commentate and host the
Man.
Oh yeah,
Olympics.
it will. It will.
If I can get away,
What's that shit where they throw the shit
I
down
would
the
love
thing
to
and they
see-
scrub and scrubbing?
You know how many
right? What's it
hours-
called?
no, I know
It's
what
like
you're talking
pull-
about when they do the
That's-
slider
that's
thing and they
scrubbing.
like he said, so, what
So
is it when they
the
scrub the
scrubbing and
thing?
scrubbing
It's
shit.
scrubbing,
The
right?
scrubbing shit.
Do you know how
Oh
many
my God,
hours I
it's
just
right
I
here.
watched
Yeah, I
these
know.
fools?
I'm not gonna do that to myself. I know what you're talking
But you know what I'm
about.
saying? Like that's like
I watched these fools play Virtua Fighter 5 for
Hustle or
2
something
days
like
straight
that, or-
before. Like just
Right.
watching them. Like yes,
I don't do this to me.
I-
Okay. God damn it, the slide. thing.
ESPN 6, which
We did
the
ESPN
the
2.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
Like I
They
said, I already know we're all gonna be in
Canadian-
agreement.
Ice.
Esports.
I think it's great.
is amazing.
Fucking.
Shuffle, not shuffle.
No,
board.
that's
That's
overboard.
that.
It's like hustle, shuffle, word like that, like phonetically.
Shuffleboard.
No, that's a
You can
whole
do that
different
next
thing.
pub.
Yeah. This not Olympic sport.
Oh my
What you
God.
talking about?
Olympic
Sorry, y'all.
sport?
This is dead air, but we gotta
What
find
are you
Yeah,
out.
I
talking
gotta
about?
find
With the
Yeah.
ice joint?
Yeah, where they scrub the in front of the puck to make it
Yeah.
slow down.
Or it is. Wait. Okay. I
Puff
know.
Daddy got a commercial where he
He
doing
said-
it.
Curling.
Curling.
I was way off.
Curling.
Curling.
That's not
Curling.
a name that really works. With
That
is
doesn't at
Oh,
all.
you ain't seen the Ciroc commercial?
No, that's the curling I know. The only curling I know is with
it?
bicep.
Girls for the girls. Wednesdays. Let's
Puff
go.
Daddy got a curling commercial where he talking about
Of course he does.
Ciroc is smooth.
That dude was
like,
in fucking Always Sunny.
you had to watch that shit.
I got a bottle of
Look it
French
up.
vanilla Ciroc in the downstairs, and I'm not really a huge fan of it.
I'm gonna try that before I go
Yo,
home.
coconut Ciroc pineapple
Probably take
juice
this
is my jam.
on the road on the
I
way
would
home.
take peach, coconut, plain Ciroc. Used to, in my party days.
In
I
back
used to take in
all
my
of
party
4
day.
months, all of 4
Huh?
days ago. Sorry.
Last weekend, I used to drink Ciroc straight.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I remember he was on that.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
remember when
flavored
he was
or
on
no,
that.
plain.
what's it taste like?
It's smooth.
What is it? Cognac?
It's vodka.
It's vodka.
Vodka.
I can drink
Vodka.
some vodka straight.
Vodka.
Vodka.
Heavy on the Ciroc. Heavy on the Ciroc
The
in
more
the
spit.
city
So-
days.